Hello everybody, welcome to another HBM's Nuclear Tech Mod tutorial. You thought I was gone. I'm like 1,000,000,000% sure of that. Now today we're gonna be seeing the plutonium processing guide. Basically, how to use the Chicago pile reactor, and then transform it into plutonium, which you can then use in your... Why is that there? Which you can then later use in your RBMKs. I think you can use it in your Zernox reactor as well. I won't be covering how to make it directly from ores. I'm just kind of assuming you're going to use the Chicago pile and have an RBMK already. So the Chicago pile was the first ever nuclear reactor built in the world, artificially. And it used graphite as a moderator. So grab some graphite blocks. Oh, also, beyond this step, don't touch anything without gas and proper protection. You know which kind of protection I'm talking about. So make this, you can make this really as big as you want, but if you're just starting out and are not really feeling on the basics, I recommend starting small. This is a 3x3 square with 3 block extensions on each end. So now grab your hand drill, which you can make with 2 sticks and a piece of high-speed steel ingots. Now start right-clicking on all of the graphite blocks until all of them have a hole in it. It's visible. It's clearly visible. Now grab your Chicago pile radium-226 beryllium neutron source, which you can make from radium-226 beryllium billets and 2 iron plates. Same goes for the Chicago pile uranium rods, which you can make the same way, except with uranium billets. So go ahead and put the neutron source down. You can place it in the middle, you can place it here, you can place it wherever you want. But make sure you don't place too many, okay? Be very, very careful. If you put too many, the fuel will enter a drastic thermal runaway and explode. So make sure that doesn't happen. And then start gracefully putting in all of the other slots and filling them with uranium rods. And now if you grab your hand drill and right click, you'll see that it'll give you some stats. Flux, heat, and depletion. So the heat is, well, pretty self-explanatory, the heat of the current assembly. If the heat reaches 1000, it will explode. So make sure that doesn't happen. Oh, and also flux is the amount of neutron flux that current fuel assembly is getting. And depletion is how much there is left until that fuel has transmuted into plutonium. So right now putting in pure enriched uranium and getting plutonium. And well, you just have to wait a little bit for the depletion to get to 50,000, and then you can, well, grab them out and start doing whatever you want with them. Well, I've already had this one running for quite a bit, and you can see that the depletion percentage is higher. Oh, there's also the Chicago pile control rods, which you can make with a piece of wood of your choice and 2 boron ingots. And what this does is basically blocks neutrons completely. It has 2 states, on and off. If it's on its off state, it will let neutrons pass through freely. If it's on its if it's on its on state, it will block all neutrons, no matter what. But if it's on its off state, then it will let neutrons pass through freely to react with the fuel there. You don't always need them. For example, for this reactor I needed them because I built it once and it exploded. So yeah, make sure you're careful with that. Now while you're waiting for that fuel to deplete, craft a tier 2 anvil, minimum, which you can craft with an iron or lead anvil and applying 10 steel ingots to any of them in a tier 1 anvil. It has to be at least tier 2. Now, well, once you get the plutonium fuel, you'll be able to transform it into... But you're also going to need a crafting table, I forgot to say that. You can automate this. Actually, I don't know if you can automate this process, but I think you can. You can turn this into the fuel billets, which then you can turn into ingots, which then you can turn into nuggets. Which, actually no, you leave them as ingots, and then you put them in the silex with visible light and hydrogen peroxide, and it will start giving you plutonium nuggets. I can't really remember the name of the isotope, but yeah, I think it's uranium-239, I think. Also make sure that you, the FEL, you cover this section with something to prevent yourself from walking into it, and make concrete bricks here so that the laser doesn't pass through. Why this happens is, because if you're not careful, you can accidentally blind yourself permanently with this laser. So make sure that doesn't happen. How depleted is... it's going quite fast. So we're gonna have to wait for a little bit until that is ready. And it's also fair to note that your plutonium rods are much stronger neutron sources than the radium-226 beryllium. So, for example, let me grab the plutonium rod. Where is it? There it is. And take out the neutron source and instead put in the plutonium rod. See, the flux is much higher. That has already turned into uranium. Plutonium. You can leave it in there as long as you want until you're ready to process it. It's not gonna have any negative effects, so you can just wait. Oh, okay, that happens right before they hit their final stage. So let's grab out these plutonium rods. You see, we got 8 Chicago Pal plutonium rods. Now, look for the recipe on here. It should be, I think, all the way at the end. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. Chicago Pal plutonium rod. Boom, 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 boom. And you'll notice you'll get a bunch of stuff. You'll get some reactor grade plutonium billets, you'll get some uranium billets, and you'll get some iron plates. Now, you can do whatever you want with the uranium billets. You can transform them into more uranium rods, which is a good way to recycle fuel. Or you can turn them into something else. Now, what we're interested in is, hold on, there we go. Well, I'm back. Sorry. Sorry if I sketch you. I had to do something. So, as you see, we got 10 reactor-grade plutonium ingots. And now we're gonna grab these and put them into the silex. and you'll see it'll start converting them into this fluid. Depending on how many you put, it'll need hydrogen peroxide to turn them into that, and it'll start giving us plutonium-240 and plutonium-239, which is the isotope that we are interested in for today. Also, by the way, you're gonna need an empty rod of some sorts, either an empty Zernox rod or preferably an empty RBMK fuel rod, which you can make with 2 empty quad rods and some zirconium cubes, which you can craft with zirconium splinters. Yes. And well, just wait it out until you got enough of these, because we're gonna need to make quite a lot. Let me see if, oh, you see some of this uranium is already transmuted into plutonium. Let me put some more uranium rods. The flux of these things isn't, well, it's not that bad. But anyways, just wait until I've converted everything into plutonium-239 and plutonium-240 ingots. So yeah, just wait for that to happen. Meanwhile, you can breathe some more fuel if you really want to. I'm not gonna build an RBMK design for today's video, but I might do for a future video some other day, I don't know. And I'll use these same plutonium rods just to kind of show you how to do them, how to use them, because they apparently have a pretty dangerous flux function. See, so we're getting some more plutonium rods. Grab them, put more uranium rods in their place. Now we're gonna want to, you know what, you can just search up plutonium. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Transform all of this into the reactor grade plutonium nuggets. Save those for later. Make more fuel for the Chicago pile. There we go. Well, I don't really need it, but if you want it, you can certainly make it. Now grab your reactor grade plutonium ingots, place them in here, and it will convert them into more this fluid, which will continue giving us uranium-239 and uranium-240. So just wait around a little more. You see, all of that is now transmuted into plutonium. So I can now lower these again. There we go. And just wait until that is all nice and converted. It'll take quite a long time. So let's grab these current products, which are uranium-240 ingots, which we're going to skip over for today, and some plutonium-239 ingots, which which we're going to make into some fuel billets. Let's just get as many as you can. And there we go, we got 4. I don't think that's, yeah, it's not enough to fill an entire rod, but we should be able to, you know, get some more in a sec. That thing can finishes. Don't get impatient. This mod is a lot about waiting. Oh, see, we got more plutonium. I keep trying to call it uranium. It's not uranium, it's plutonium. So just grab it out. Go over here, search up plutonium, or Pluto in this case. Boom, 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 boom. Transform that into new fuel. Okay, that's done. And we'll grab your reactor grade plutonium billets, transform them into ingots, sorry. And just put that in, and we'll start converting into more. So see, we got some more plutonium-239, which we're going to make into more billets. 1, to be more exact. We need a total of 8 to fuel an entire rod. So this process is pretty slow. You may want to have multiple silexes. I just did this for the sake of this tutorial. But yeah, you may definitely want to have more silexes. I don't know how expensive this is on crystals, but it's not that bad. How expensive is the FVL? Ooh, okay, that's pretty expensive. Pretty expensive. So if you can afford it, you are impatient like me, just get more. Just get more silences. What can you do with this? You can transform it into plutonium-240 ingots. You can then use to make these, which you can breed. You can use these to get plutonium, more plutonium. Okay, whoops. You can also, I think you can also make fuel rods with them. No. You can transform them into reactor grade plutonium billets, which you can use to make fuel. And you can transform them into ingots, which you can then turn into a block for storage or something. I don't know. But the main use for this is probably going to be self-igniting, well, breeding fuel. I think the self-igniting fuel is made of something else. I don't know if I'll include a breeding chamber in the reactor I just mentioned, in the RBMK. But yeah, I might. So now we have all 8 fuelets and 1 more. Let's just place them like this. Kaboom! Highly enriched plutonium-239. Ta-da! And it does have dangerous / linear neutron flux. But I'm gonna be showing you soon how to take care of that, so don't worry. If you're not an expert, you can experiment in creative mode like I am doing. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you found it useful, since not a lot of people know how to produce your plutonium in this mod, and most just use uranium, and they could really be making so many cool things with plutonium. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I really worked hard on this video because there were 2 mishaps. One, I got interrupted, and second, I recorded for like 10 minutes well, I was talking, but I wasn't recording, so I was just kind of playing for fun. So yeah, that's a bit of a blooper. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and well, see ya. Next time we're gonna move on to the RBMK reactor, which we're gonna use to make power. I guess. Anyways, yeah, once again, thank you for watching. I'm thankful you found my channel. This is 20 minutes long, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, gamers.